The Baltimore Ravens are, officially, one game away from clinching a playoff berth for the first time since 2014. Without a doubt, this has been one of the most unpredictable seasons for Baltimore. This team, at times, has looked extremely talented. They had dominant performances against the Packers, Bengals, Raiders, Lions, and Dolphins. In most of those dominant games, it was the defense that carried the team to victory, although 3 of those games featured backup quarterbacks. Regardless, not many were expecting the Ravens to dominate the Lions in the fashion that they did. Not to mention, in the second matchup with Pittsburgh, the Ravens were a couple of plays from victory. In addition, Baltimore's offense put up 38 points on the road against a rather talented Steelers defense, while at other times, this team has looked rather pedestrian. They had awful showings against the Vikings, Jaguars, Bears and Steelers. Week 4. Against the Bears, they allowed Chicago to finish with 231 rushing yards. In London, against Jacksonville, the Ravens were defeated 44-7. It is worth noting, Baltimore's lone touchdown was a Ryan Mallett-led drive in garbage time, against the Vikings. The final score against Minnesota would tell you that it was a close game. However, another garbage time touchdown made the game appear closer than it actually was. As time expired, Joe Flacco connected with Chris Moore for a 13-yard touchdown to cut the lead to 8 points. The point is clear, the Ravens may be one of the most inconsistent and unpredictable teams in the NFL. This year, maybe more than the previous seasons, teams have proven that this is truly a week-to-week league. Baltimore entered their bye week 4-5 and the playoffs appeared to be a pipe dream. In their last 6 games, the Ravens have gone 5-1. It should not go without saying that this team has dealt with a couple of significant injuries over the course of the season. The offensive line has been impressive, as of late. Without Marshall Yanda, this secondary has been shaky at times, but overall, they are surviving without Jimmy Smith. Related Ravens have overcome major injuries this season. Remember, last season, Baltimore could not survive a couple of plays without Smith, let alone a couple of games. In addition, during the off-season, they lost their leading tackler from a year ago, Zachary Orr, to retirement. The injury list could go on and on, but the point is proven. This team has battled through a lot to get to this point. Without a doubt, head coach John Harbaugh deserves a lot of crediting for helping this team battle through all the adversity they went through early on. This team, on paper, does not look like a playoff team after all of their injuries. The makeshift offensive line shouldn't be dominating like they have in recent weeks. The offense shouldn't be performing like they have been since the bye week. Not to mention, the Ravens haven't received much help from their receivers, other than Mike Wallace. The question remains, will this team defeat their divisional rival, the Cincinnati Bengals, and reach the playoffs?